At RBUD, we finish every self-defense technique with running away. The reason being is that we're not teaching you to have a match fight. We're not preparing you to become a combat athlete. We're teaching you to protect yourself and preserve yourself. So the whole thing should be based on avoid if we can. If we cannot avoid, we must immediately start working on our escape. So when the opportunity arises, we flee. There was a guy I saw recently. It was a pretty funny thing. He had a tablet with him to do a knife defense course, and he said, "I'm going to show you a quick video of the guy demonstrating the greatest knife defense technique in the world." He turns the tablet around, presses play, and obviously it's just a highlight reel of Usain Bolt breaking all kinds of records and winning all kinds of medals. I completely agree. Run away, right? If you can run away, run away. Again, as I've mentioned, ego will get you killed. So if you finish your self-defense technique by going into a pose or by just I knocked him on his ass, this isn't really teaching you self-defense. This is just teaching you a physical technique. Once you drop the guy, you need to flee immediately. If you have only knocked the guy over and he's not properly out of it and you're still around, he's going to get up and come after you. If he's got a weapon, such as a knife or any type of stabbing weapon, screwdrivers are being used these days, he doesn't even need to get up. He can just stab you through the leg. Right? If he's got friends with him who are about to leave whatever venue, or about to come around the corner, about to meet up with him, whatever, if your whole defense within the law is the guy's been super aggressive to me, I preempted strike, knocked him down because I felt he was about to attack me. Well, if you're afraid of the guy, which is why you hit him first, you don't hang around. If I'm afraid of something, I don't hang around it. Yeah, you get gone as soon as the chance comes to you. So we always must flee. We always must escape. So whenever we finish a technique, whatever the technique may be, everything finishes by stomping on the ground, which would be close to where the person's ankle is. Obviously, in reality, you would actually stomp as hard as you can on the ankle, and then run to the far corner of the room. Some people have you just scoot back a little bit, and they go, yeah. No, you need to get in the habit of actually dropping the person and breaking the ankle is phase one. You're not completing the technique until you've completed phase two. Phase two is running away and getting far enough away that even if they could stand up and chase you, it's not worth it because you're too far away. If you don't do that, then you're not really studying self-defense. You're just going through a physical technique for the sake of going through a physical technique. If you don't deal with naked aggression, then it's not really self-defense. So you need to have someone about 1.5 feet in front of you yelling at you that they're gonna bash your head in, they're gonna rip your face off, they're gonna kick your fucking head off your shoulders, swearing at you, letting the spit fly off, calling you every name under the sun, whilst you maintain composure. Because what's going to happen is, when you go out in the real world and someone's trying to start a fight with you, they're not going to go, "Have at you, good sir, shall we?" It doesn't happen that way. You're going to get someone who makes eye contact with you. They're going to come over to you and they're going to start getting really, really aggressive. If you're not used to that type of language, if you're not used to that type of situation, you're going to panic and you're just going to go, "Oh, bloody hell, I don't want to be here no more." And you're not going to know how to deal with it. So just running through a couple of techniques and not practicing running away, not practicing becoming, to a sense, desensitized to the aggression. If you don't practice all of these things combined, then you're not really practicing for self-defense. You're practicing, I first saw Dave Turton, the great Dave Turton, use the phrase martial arts in jeans, which I've seen a lot of, where you get people doing the exact same technique they did in the dojo, but this time they're wearing jeans and usually a polo shirt. It's usually a black polo shirt and blue jeans, and they're in the garden or they're in the shed or they're in the back room of the house, and they're doing the exact same technique they did in the dojo, the exact same setup, the exact same execution, the exact same finish, with nothing else around it. A great deal of self-defense is psychological. It's the mental part of it. It's teaching people to be aware. It's teaching people what to be aware of. That's a whole different video. It's teaching people when to go. So with the way we do the fence, we have the 3-touch rule. If they touch the lead hand of the fence the third time, I don't need any more information. I know this guy's about to get cracked. It's then teaching people what to do afterward. It's about teaching people how to deal with the aftermath and the effects you're going to have. It's about teaching people how to deal with running away. The majority of people I've had that have got a problem haven't actually had a physical fight, but they've come to me and gone, the guy was mouthing off and me and my wife walked away. And afterwards, all I could think about was, I was so much bigger than the guy, I feel like a coward for walking away. We're in a society that's been educated on violence through film and TV, which isn't real. So we've got a whole society of people out there now who think that being a man is all about bashing someone if you get the chance. It doesn't take any skill to throw a punch. It doesn't take any strength. It doesn't take any masculinity to have a fight. Anyone can have a fight. Kids have fights. Toddlers have fights. Knowing that walking away, you've let that other person off. Knowing that you've got such training that if the person had pushed the issue, you could very nearly have killed them, but you chose not to. You chose to let them off. That takes skill. You know, we shouldn't be going around thinking, "Oh, I'm such a coward because I walked away from the fight." All of this should be covered in a self-defense class. It shouldn't just be go for the throat. It's, here's how you hit a pad. Anyone can do that. You can learn how to do that from any old clip on YouTube. But it's the whole psychological aspect of it, and that's what we go through. So at RBUD, we teach that. We teach that element. I will give you examples of people that have had this. I will tell you what books to look up, what documentaries to look up, what videos to watch online. So you know that it's not just you. Everybody feels. The only people who don't get that adrenaline dump and feel fear are the only people that don't walk away going, "Oh God, am I a coward for how I handled that?" The only people that don't do that are sociopaths. And you don't want to be a sociopath. So all of this is part of it. If your self-defense class isn't teaching running away, if it's not teaching how to deal with naked aggression, if it's not dealing with an adrenaline dump, if it's not dealing with the aftermath, if it's not dealing with what signs to recognize before the fight actually kicks off, if it's not encompassing all of this, then you're not doing a self-defense class. You're probably doing a class where someone has put 2 or 3 martial arts together, not pressure tested any of it, and they're saying, okay, everyone give me a whole bunch of money, stand in a circle and punch some pads, which isn't what you want. So if you have any comments or questions, anything you'd like to see in a future video, please do get in touch, and please like and share.